Deer's penis, turtle, goat's tongue, and brain.
Oh my goodness.
As well as they sound, these delicacies are truly treasured, even in tiny Singapore. Singaporeans are no strangers to strange eats. Chicken feet, gizzards, tripe. I'm no stranger to strange foods either. I've whipped up some pretty crazy combos on social media. Cheese Coke, Nutella fried rice, kimchi beer. Looks pretty weird, but never try, never know. Tastes so good, and somehow they went viral. Today, I'm exploring the extreme end of the so-called unusual foods on this island, and what they reveal about who we are and where we come from. Geylang, once known for its red light district, now for its vibrant food scene. This is where I found my first exotic bite, turtle soup. No endangered species were harmed here.
These are not sea turtles. Sea turtles are in fact poisonous. The turtle that we use are called soft-shell turtles. They are all like ethically sourced.
For 3 generations, Alan's family has been dishing out turtle soup.
How many bowls of soup do you sell in a day?
In a day, typically we sell several hundreds.
太好喝了！你自己想啊，我做鱼用的嘞，一个东一个西耶啊，补充我们的里面那个五官。
Turtle soup is actually a culinary tradition that dates back centuries to ancient China. In traditional Chinese medicine, soft-shell turtles are prized for nourishing yin, the body's restorative energy. And supposedly, virility?
我知道现在安哥老了嘞。
Enough said. I'm ready to dive into all of the goodness of turtle soup.
Skin of the turtle.
Wow. Oh, looks very jelly guy. Really liking jelly eh?
Yeah.
Very QQ.
It's all filled with collagen. Yeah, so it's good for the skin. My favorite part is actually the skin.
No, the skin so good.
Besides the skin, turtle meat is rich in lean protein, crucial for muscle building and tissue repair.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't tell me that this is turtle meat, right, I would have think that it's probably like, like chicken or pork like mixed in between.
The feet is also one of the more valuable parts of the turtle because there's only like 4 lah.
Sure. Well, this one also feels like there's a lot of collagen to it.
Yeah.
The soup is a very hearty soup and it's very comforting. I'm not a big fan of those like super flavors, so this one is very good for me. Yeah.
Infused with Chinese herbs in just the right balance, the broth is a closely guarded family recipe. Every day at 3 a.m, Alan will fire up the pot. The turtle soup recipe traces all the way back to his grandfather, who arrived from China in the 1920s.
My grandfather was a cook in a kampong. So back in 1946, he saw like there were many coolies that needed energy. So he came up with the turtle soup recipe and started pedaling along the Orchard Road.
Thanks to generations past keeping the fire alive, regular folks like me can now enjoy the taste of turtle soup. But back in ancient China, turtle soup was a rare delicacy reserved for royalty. Turns out, some of the strangest delicacies in Chinese culture originated in the kitchens of imperial courts. At this restaurant where food doubles as medicine, I am about to try a deer's most prized part. And no, it's not the antlers. It's deer penis.
路边壮阳汤，
所以是哪一个是路边啊？
这有一段在里面啊。
Never thought I would ever eat this, but in the name of exploration, here goes.
Oh wow, I thought that it would be like super soft, but there's really quite a bite to it. I mean, it is just another piece of meat.
But this isn't just any piece of meat. According to restaurant manager Eddie,
一半是强身体，二来是补肾、养龙
啊。
这个就是中医里面说的这所谓的以形补形。
Rare ingredients like deer penis have long been part of Chinese imperial cuisine. As far back as 2,000 years ago, emperors had food physicians who whipped up medicinal meals tailored to their health. For emperors, no ingredient was too strange, not even the tail of a crocodile.
红烧鳄鱼尾，
Wow. Toing toing de. Wow, it's very soft. It's almost like sea cucumber.
Apparently, some pet owners feed crocodile tails to their dogs to ease allergies. As for us humans,
有些怕寒冷的人啊，或者有肺不是这么壮啊，那可以增强肺力，预防这个哮喘，也可以保温。
in Singapore, exotic eats aren't just found in restaurants. My next food adventure takes me to a hawker centre at Upper Boon Keng Road. Haja specialises in just one dish, soup kambing. A rich mutton broth slow simmered for hours, with its signature greenish yellow glow from spices like cardamom and turmeric. A beloved classic in Singapore's Indian Muslim cuisine, traditionally made with goat's meat. But today, the menu takes an unexpected turn.
I add for you brain and tongue.
Sure. Most of all, it's usually quite easy enough for people to stomach. But when it comes to the brain or the tongue, it gets a little bit wild.
But guess what? Long before my time, brain and tongue were already common add-ons to soup kambing.
This is my first time trying the tongue. Ooh, wow, the texture! I didn't expect it to be so meaty. And together with the soup, right, it is very, very well.
Very rich.
Haja's version of soup kambing dates back to a humble pushcart started by his father in the 1950s.
In 1950, he came to Singapore
Really? Where is he from?
from India. So he tried the food business. He worked under a shop. Opened a coming shop shop at 1955.
Back then, soup kambing was eaten with rice in India. But Haja's father introduced a twist: French baguettes, cut into bite-sized pieces for easy dunking. What really struck me is how balanced the soup tastes, without the gamey heat that some might expect.
Very, very flavorful. With a very mild, like spicy kick to it.
Yeah, it was good recipe.
Okay, share not.
While Haja is tight-lipped about his father's recipe, he let me in on a little secret. He uses lamb instead of goat, a switch he made to suit modern palates. But he still retains the original nose-to-tail concept.
You guys have every single part.
Yeah, every
of the
part.
animal.
Yeah, we're taking every part.
Every single part. Such
Yeah,
as
the stomach, leg, the ribs.
Haja believes every part of an animal serves a purpose.
For example, we have the leg, we got a ligament. So good for body cooling. For example, body heatness.
I see. Then how about the brain?
It's for the memory also.
The memory also.
Yeah.
Wow, then I need to eat more.
In South Asian and Mediterranean cuisines, brains are a real delicacy. Packed with protein and omega-3s, it's brain food, literally.
It's almost like tofu. Really, the soup and the brain, it really, really goes super well together.
You're loving the brain now.
I'm loving the brain now. I think
Okay.
I'll definitely order this also again next time.
My last stop. A cozy little ice cream spot tucked away in Bugis. The way they mix flavours here is right up my alley. White chocolate meets nori. Totally my vibe.
White chocolate nori is actually one of our many experimental flavors.
Over here, Faith and her team love to push the limits of ice cream flavours. And one of their quirkiest inventions? Chee Chong Fan ice cream. Chee Chong Fan is a beloved breakfast staple in Singapore. It is a silky rice noodle roll usually served with soy sauce and sweet sauce.
Wow, the texture is chewy and has that crunch from the sesame seeds. And also the sweet sauce flavour from the chee chong fan.
As we try to deconstruct the flavor, we think about what makes the flavor. So for example, like the rice inside the chee chong fan itself, we use glutinous rice, we give it a bit more chewiness. And then also the sweet sauce, so we tried to tone it down. We also added a little bit of sesame seeds just to give it a bit of toastiness, a bit of crunchiness like you mentioned too.
And what put the makers on the food map right from the start was a flavour no one saw coming.
Salted caramel cheesecake.
Thank you. Were you guys the first few to introduce salted caramel as a flavour?
Actually, yes. So when this flavor first came out, it was 2007. Because of this flavor, we managed to survive to this day. Back then, we were only making about $20 to $30 a day.
So did this inspire you guys to create more unique flavours?
Yes. Yeah. I think also boredom.
Boredom is truly the mother of inventions. To date, Fave's team has crafted as many as 260 ice cream flavors. Their latest experiment, pairing sugarcane with a spicy cake.
So I made a chili lemon jelly today.
Chili lemon jelly.
Because sugarcane and lemon is such a classic combination. And then instead of making the base itself too spicy, I wanted to have like little hits of spice.
I love the spicy kick to it. And the jelly bits help to improve the texture.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Some kind of connoisseur.
What inspired you to keep experimenting on all these new flavors?
It's fun to challenge myself. It really helps you improve technically, it helps you improve creatively. It's personal growth actually at the end of the day, and also sheer curiosity of can I make this work?
1, 2, 3.
Food is really more than just what we eat. It's part of who we are. Taste, smells, and sights connect us to our roots. Even the strangest dishes are part of our identity.